What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop New York Season 7, Episode 11. So, a few things before we get started. You guys, I want to let you know that I am going to review the New Edition movie. Everybody's been asking me, and yeah, I'm only going to do one review, though. I can't be doing no 3 damn reviews within the week with all other fucking videos that I got to do. So, I think Ashley Miller TV, she is going to be doing a video. At least I requested that she would when she asked yesterday. I think she's going to do a video. Y'all know Ashley, honey. She be popping them damn videos out. Fucking show don't even be over. You be like, how you know what happened? Anyway, I'm just going to do one because I'm going to be traveling and I'm leaving on Thursday and I don't come back until Sunday, and it is going to be very difficult to get, you know, the New Edition movie in, and Black Girls on Television returns this week. So I'm going to do Top of the Blocks tomorrow. And then I'm going to work New Edition and Black Girls on Television in sometime between Thursday and Sunday. That's the best I can do, y'all. But y'all know I got to get my videos in. It's the end of the month, bitch. I got a car note to pay now. Just letting you guys know what's going on. Yeah, I will be reviewing it, just one. And it will be up sometime at the end of the week. All right. I'm so glad that this episode did not have anybody that I need to be trying to mimic. I'm gonna get through this video fast, y'all. Y'all don't know how long it takes me to get them voices. I mean, I still don't feel like Snoop's voice is right. I think it's just more of just the antics that goes along with Snoop. And so I ain't got to do it today. So that's a good thing, child. So we just gonna get started on the video. Let's get to it, shall we? So the show opened up where it ended last week, which was with Yandy and Samantha arguing, baby mamas number 1 and 3. Y'all know I'm so tired of them. I don't even feel like talking about them. Okay, Yandy was trying to act like she was big time gangster, and I said, bitch, you ain't gonna crush a grape. Stop it, Yandy. Samantha was just like, bitch, you will get it with me every single time. Try it if you want to. After they calmed down from that, Erica tells Yandy that they just can't seem to move on because Yandy keeps it going. You know, they tell her that she's a liar. She was like, lying about what? They ask her if she is married to Mendices. It kind of looked like it kind of got her off guard real fast, and then she said they're definitely married. All right, so she's not going to admit it to them, even though the rest of the fucking world knows. I mean, I guess, you know, even if you hide your damn head in the sand, the rest of your fucking body is outside, we can still see it. So I don't see why you didn't just fess up or whatever. I guess she just didn't want to give them the satisfaction. Anyway, even after all of that, they try to find some damn common ground. Okay, Lil Mendice's birthday is coming up. Whose birthday was it at the beginning of the season? I got lost somewhere in there. I thought it was Mendice's birthday, but maybe it wasn't. But anyway, it's this birthday coming up, and Yandy was just like, you know, his father would like for me to plan it, and Samantha was like, hell the fuck no, you ain't never gonna plan my child's birthday. Okay, come again. That's when Yandy says, well, how about if you and I plan something together and Mendices will pay for it, okay? you know, Samantha was like, ding ding, pay for it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now we can do something. I do kind of feel like Yandy and Samantha's relationship has just gotten so out of control and bad because of Erica's getting introduced into the mix. I think Samantha has probably can tolerate Yandy a little bit more if Erica probably wasn't in her ear. But like I said, I'm tired of all of them. I don't think Samantha wants Mendices back at all. That is not Samantha's thing. Samantha's just like, bitch, you ain't the mama. You ain't gonna never be the mama. Quit acting like you his mama. Yandy and Kimbella sit down. They trying to catch up because they ain't really talked to each other. Okay, they've been busy. When they sit down, Kimbella's telling Yandy how she's, you know, just overall annoyed with Jewels because he's never home. He's back into the music thing. She don't never know what's going on. Yandy was just like, girl, he's working, but he's doing fine. Okay, you ain't got to worry about him. He ain't cheating. He ain't out there with them bitches in the holes no more, okay? You gonna run his ass off, really. Kimbella still can't get over it, all right? He's gone. I need to know what he's doing, okay? You his manager. Why don't you let me know? Yandy was like, okay, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Now, I am your friend, okay? And when we talk off the record, I'm going to support you in whatever it is that you need. But when it comes to this business thing, I'm going to have to draw the line right here, okay? Jewels is my client. I've got to maintain a certain level of confidentiality, and you should respect that. You shouldn't ask me to tell what my clients are doing. And I saw where Yandy was coming from. I guess this shit is hard to be, friends with the girlfriend of the damn client who used to be fucking around all the time, and you might have known what he was doing and then couldn't tell your friends. So yeah, I can see where the problem would be on both sides. But got to stick with Yandy. You can't be telling all your business. And see, this is where friendships get a little fucked up, because she's sort of desperate and upset what's going on with Jewels. She would be annoyed with Yandy, but yeah, she gonna have to, you just got to get over it, girl. I can't be telling you all this business. Plus, I just told you who ain't doing shit. Now, what else you want me to say? I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to talk to your man yourself. So when she finishes talking to Kimbella, she sees she ain't gonna get nowhere. Shit, she got problems too. So she goes and meet with Juju. Y'all was looking at that Juju last night. I said, that girl is something pretty. She is a beautiful girl. She looks like a little dolly almost. She's beautiful. Y'all know I love beautiful people. Well, actually, I love beautiful people who have a really good personality, who seems like they are a good person. And Juju seems like she's that. Everybody always talks good about her. So I like her, and I don't know shit about her. Anyway, she goes to load off on Juju, okay? And she just tells her how Erica had a fake Instagram set up that, Mendici saw it on her phone, and that she was the one that was saying all this bad shit about Mendici's and Yandy, and, I was just like, what difference do it make? Quit trying to make this girl look any worse. It's just like, why are we going over this over and over and over again? Then she gonna sit up there and say that she tried to rip Samantha's face off because Samantha called her a bitch. I said, bitch, a lie, I don't care who the fuck tell it. You better quit it, Yandy. What face was you trying to rip off, girl? Then they move on to Kimbella. And Yandy is just telling her how Kimbella's upset with her now because, all the shit that's going on with Jewels or not really going on with Jewels, and how she wants Yandy to be telling her. And Juju was like, you don't need to get mixed up in that. That's Kimbella's thing. Y'all, you need to let them handle that on their own. But listen, since you so stressed out, I'm a plan a girls trip, and all of us, we gonna go to Mexico. Where did they say they was going, y'all? Did they just say Mexico? Okay, they going somewhere in Mexico. And we gonna invite Kimbella too, so I'm just giving you the warning. Yandy said, that's fine. I can hang out with my girls as long as she don't get on that whole Jewels trip. Now, Yandy meets with Jewels, and Yandy's sort of stuck in between a rock and a hard place, okay? Jewels is mad because she talked to Kimbella. Kimbella's mad because Yandy won't tell her what Jewels is doing. Jewels' whole thing is, look, I don't need you to be in my personal shit, okay? I know that Kimbella knows that I don't want nobody knowing what the hell is going on in my household. That's how most men are. They don't realize that we women be telling our girlfriends shit, but then we be like, don't say nothing. So Jewels was just like, look, I just need you to be my manager. That's it. I need you to secure the bag, okay? Get this money in my pocket, and that's all I need you to do. Yandy was just like, well, fuck, I can get the money in your pocket if you give me something to secure the bag with. If I don't have no music, I don't have no product, and I can't push it, we don't make money. I mean, this shit ain't changed. Jewels is like, don't worry about that. But as far as my personal life, I don't need you telling Kimbella nothing. I was just like, well, she didn't really tell her anything. So, but I guess he just mad at the fact that Kimbella even going to her to begin with. I don't blame him. Once again, Yandy's in the middle of somebody's relationship. I think she might have learned a little bit from the Jimmy and Chrissy thing, and she just trying to stay out of it. But conflict of interest. It's hard to be best friends with one of your client's girlfriends. Y'all, the Pap and Remy segment was so sad. Like, they really kept all that under wraps. I did not hear anything about it. So we had already been talking about how, Pap wanted Remy to get pregnant, and I was like, no, that's not a good idea. She don't need to do that. Her career and everything. Well, evidently, she had gotten pregnant. On the show, we see her come and meet him at a restaurant and with a big box, and, she's asking him, do you love me? And he was like, yes. And, she's got a surprise for him. He's like, I can open it now. And she says, yes. And he opens the big box, and there's balloons, and it says, welcome, baby. And he's so excited, he knocked over the damn table. I was just like, I know that owner was like, Mona, you said that this was gonna be a scene where motherfuckers didn't fight. Fuck going on? You breaking up all my dishes. But he was excited. He jumped up and gave her a hug, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. But then I was thinking to myself, like, okay, so today we know that she's not pregnant. Actually, that middle is very, very small. So I was just like, obviously either she's going to lose the baby or it was a false read or something. But sure enough, Y'all was not expecting it. It like came out of left field. We see her in the hospital and she lost the baby, which was like, I was just like, oh my God. I was so sad for her. You know, they said that the baby was developing in her fallopian tubes. I think it's called an ectopic pregnancy. So your child obviously cannot survive in a tube. You can rupture the tube. You could possibly die. And, you know, so they were like, no, you can't hold this baby. Not only that, but they're saying that she can't get pregnant at all. Again, like not naturally. So I'm not quite sure what that meant. So I don't know if that meant she can still do maybe in vitro or if that just meant no, that's it. But yeah, her and Pap won't be able to have a baby together. I thought they had one child together, but they don't. Evidently, she has her child, and then I think Pap has his two or something like that. But oh, I felt so bad for her. I was just like, man, I was not expecting that. I mean, I thought that we would just, you know, they would have just said that she lost the baby, but yeah, just too bad. So sad. I thought it was cool that Pap was supportive and saying it don't matter, you know, I got you, you got me, we here for each other. And they do have their kids already, so I was sad. I feel bad for them. So Cardi and Tommy are not together anymore. She said it's been 8 months since she's seen them. That their lifestyles are so different. I was just like, you think the nigga is in jail? It is the most perplexing relationship. Like, I don't understand. Well, I do understand because we got the old Cardi, and then we got the new Cardi, the successful, you know, underground rapper that's making good money. That Cardi and this other Cardi over here, they not the same people anymore. So I'm sure the fact that she has moved on with her life and super successful the way she's been able to be, and then this nigga is like, what did you think it was gonna not work anyway? Once he got out, that was gonna be it. It was going to be a wrap. Anyway, they're not together no more, you know, and she's working herself to death, which is very evident on her Instagram. That girl is always working. I think she gets overwhelmed sometimes. We see it sometimes on her Instagram. She's pretty open with that. But, you know, she just feels like she's alone working. She don't get to see her family and all of that. Swift comes back around and she's happy to see him. I don't believe that relationship at all, by the way. It seems like they're just cool friends, but, you know, for the show, they acting like they like each other. But I think she just really relies on him to be there for her in real life. He's supposedly broke up with his girlfriend. He's free as well. So he's just telling her that, you know, he's happy to be back around too. And, you know, anytime she needs him, you know, to talk or whatever, he's always gonna be there. So they both established that they've missed each other. You know, she tells him, my family loves you. How about you come and meet us for dinner one night? You know, I'm finally gonna be able to sit down with them. I don't even get to see them that much. Okay, so then he goes and sits down with her huge family. It was a whole bunch of Spanish speaking. Y'all, I wasn't reading the thing. I was too busy trying to type up my notes. But everybody seems to be happy that Swift is there. How about somebody asked him what was his intentions with Cardi? He was looking like, well, I'm just gonna be here for her, whatever she needs. I was just like, what did they want him to say? Like, we gonna get married? Child, he looked like he was thrown off. But the family basically tells her that she needs to go after Swift, okay, because you and Tommy, that shit ain't working, and you guys get along so well anyway. And then Hennessy goes and tells him that you gonna lose a good woman. You better try to hit her up while you can. Don't lose the opportunity. So Swift was looking like, yeah, you might be right. You might be right. But like I said, I don't think I believe that relationship. I really do believe they're just really good friends. All right, you guys. So Peter, him and Amina's back, y'all. Episode 11. They done finally dragged her back, y'all. She ain't had shit to say though. She was having her baby. Peter says that this is the last one. And it don't matter how many damn kids he got, you guys. It's like fucking Groundhog Day over and over again. It's just like the first baby. So he's happy that his new baby is here. Like he says, it's his last baby. Did he get the vasectomy, child? It seemed like she got pregnant after he supposedly had this vasectomy. So, they ain't really brought it up no more. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly what happened with Peter's ding ding. But anyway, later on we see the Gwen and God. You know, he is at his radio station. He's interviewing somebody, Noriega or something. Is that his name, you guys? Another person. But once he takes off the Gwen and God hat and he goes outside, y'all, he got the Creep Squad. They out there waiting to talk to him. The DBD and the HHO. Peter and Richie Dollars, okay, they are there to celebrate the solidification of Peter's position in the Creep Squad. Yet again, he is a baby daddy. So he tells them that Amina is gone to LA. You know, they're not together no more and they're really not even a good space. But she's trying to start, I guess, her not start, but, you know, expand her singing career, and she figured Los Angeles would be a better place for her, so she's taking the girls, and that's where she is. So this has made Peter realize and admit his love for Tara. And if I was really going to be truthful with you guys, I've always felt like Peter loved Tara more than he loved Amina. Okay, I told you guys in a video a long time ago that I feel like Amina was a mistake, meaning that, you know, he was having all these problems with Tara. Shit was real heavy and depressing there, but he always wanted to do right by Tara, but he couldn't. His damn self-esteem was low. He ain't had no fucking money. Okay, she probably was nagging the fuck out of him. We saw how they was living before, you know, Love and Hip Hop came along. So he did what a lot of men do, which is go to somebody who don't know all your bullshit that's going on at home. Okay, somebody's just happy to have you around and they accept you. You can paint up a whole new story of your life. And him and Amina got together. Amina thought he was a different kind of person. Okay, and then all of a sudden they done got married and the shit just spiraled out of control. But I've always felt like Tara was the woman that he wanted to be with. So, you know, he just kind of went along with Amina. We've seen him try to get back with Tara quite a few times. It's always been Tara that's tried to just kind of draw the line, at least in front of the cameras, child. So anyway, he tells the Creep Squad that he is going to have this party to declare his love, and he just want to let them know that Cisco. Did I tell you guys what Cisco was? He's the AAW. He is the administrator of ass whoopings. Even though, y'all, we're gonna have to really discuss the positions of the cabinet of the Creep Squad, because I feel like we need to do a little bit of restructuring. We talk about it another time. This is about Peter, the DVD. So when he tells them that, CEFN was just like, oh no, well, I'm not coming in. Okay, I ain't nobody trying to fuck around with Cisco. Peter was just like, wait a minute now, it's the Creep Squad. We got to work it out. Y'all just need to sit down and talk it out. Okay, and Richie agrees. Tells Excited Self, yeah, you need to just go on and sit down with him and see what you can work out. DJ Excited Self says, you know what? Okay, I guess I'm willing to try, y'all. Progress, y'all. The Creep Squad gonna be all right. Now, later on, we see Peter and Tara and a new baby, Gunner. He's a cute little baby boy, and Tara says that Gunner has brought a certain kind of focus to her life that she hasn't had in a long time. At least she hasn't had it. It's been since she had her other boys. So, little baby Gunner is the greatest gift that Peter has ever given her. Okay, and now she's feeling kind of at one with herself. Okay, and she's written a book. That's right, you guys, and the name of the book is The Goddess Potential. And this is kind of where you rectify your inner self with your life and understand your worth. And, you know, she done got deep. She is a goddess. And I was just like, Mona. Now, listen, I'm all for self-awareness and, you know, making ourselves better and realizing the good and the bad in our life and getting rid of the bad and trying to be even better with ourselves and all of that. But I mean, I would rather you just work on yourself. Don't be trying to write no damn book when you still got the bullshit with yourself. Like, she just had a baby with Peter. And I realize we do shit when we in love and we make stupid decisions and all of that. Okay, so I'm not saying that Tara, you know, should never write a book. I'm going to just say maybe you need to perfect this goddess thing first, and then you can maybe put a book out. But let's see what works out with this whole Peter thing. Because, girl, you just had this baby and you sitting up here trying to tell us this, and we all sitting up there looking at you like... So, you know, Peter tells her, you know, he's proud of her in this book. You know, this is all the shit that she's been telling him. He should have just listened. Okay. But he got something for her. You know, he want to work it out. She was just like, oh my God, I don't need this today. Okay, I just need Peter to call, check on me and the boys, make sure we okay, see if we need anything. But anything about him wanting us to work this out, I don't need it. I said, girl, you know, stop it. See, this is what I'm talking about. He tells her that he loves her. And then here go the Tara that we all know and love. She get to screaming at him saying that he don't love her. How could he love her when he had Amina? You embarrass me. You humiliate me. You say you want to be with me, but you just had this damn baby with Amina. And I'm thinking like, and you did too, Tara. So this is, girl, child, everybody's sitting up here trying to listen to this foolishness. But Peter is adamant, and he would rather show her than tell her. He wants his goddess back. She was like, for $11.95, you can have it in this book, shit. So, you know, Peter, he has the surprise birthday party for her. This is the surprise party that we saw on Instagram some time back when they were trying to say that Tara was pregnant because her stomach was, you know, she had a pouch down there. But I didn't think she was pregnant then. She just looked like she just was still kind of had some baby, you know, some baby tummy left. But anyway, now we see that this is the surprise party that he had for her. Okay, he got the creep squad. They represented there, all their family, all their friends, even flew in her brother. Everybody's having a good time, sitting around, drinking, eating, laughing. Then Peter does us one better, and he gets up on the stage and he professes his love for Tara. Not only that, but he apologizes for putting her out there and making her look crazy. All the shit that has happened, lying to her, cheating on her. But he's going to spend the rest of his life making it up to her. You know, he will apologize every day if he has to. Okay, you know, everybody in the audience is just like, oh. Tara says she loves this. This is the Peter that she fell in love with a long time ago. And this is the Peter that she would like to begin rebuilding a friendship with. I said a friendship. Oh, Tara girl. I don't know why you don't just go on and be like, I'm going to get back with him because I love him and I don't give a fuck, okay? But she sees she can't do that now because she got this goddess book out and child, she got to act like she's the goddess that she says she is, right? So Tara's happy that Peter did that. Peter pulls the brother to the side and he personally apologized to the brother. And the brother was like, yeah, you know, you really needed to do this, okay? You not only treated my sister bad, but you treated them boys' mama bad. That is your baby mother. And they're watching the way that you treat her. You know, they probably gonna end up treating their women like that. This is not the kind of, you know, this is not the kind of example that you set forth for your boys, you know. So the brother was just like, yeah, you've been full with that bullshit for quite some time. And not only we family seeing it, you know, you didn't let the whole world see it. So you got a lot to fix. Okay, this is all fine and nice, but do you mean it? That's what the brother want to know. When the cameras is off, do you love my sister and will you be with her, you know, forever and do right by her? So Peter say that he is. I guess time will tell. All right, you guys, let me get off of here. Like I said, top of the blogs tomorrow. The rest of the week, iffy, but we're going to get them videos up, okay? So y'all just be patient with me. Let me get back to work. Got to go get my eyelashes done today. That's why I ain't got no makeup on. I went on and put some lipstick on those. I just wouldn't. I'm tired of being on here with no makeup on. Anyway, you guys, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.